Grand Rising. Buenos dias. Good afternoon. Welcome. Welcome to Spirituality 101, the beginning. All right. So, in the last two videos, right, I introduced myself and then I told you about the tools that you need to start your spiritual journey. This is your center cup. We're going to be working with the center cup until you master it. So we're going to do 7 days of this. Okay. Don't move on to the next step until you master this. If you have to start all over from the beginning until you master it, you continue doing that. There is no wrong way of doing this. Okay. You have to have confidence in yourself that you have arrived to the right place. It's going to help you. Okay. So when you light your candle, you already know you're not blowing this. Okay? You're going to make sure that when you light it, you're going to go like this. Turn it off. Just go in circles until it's off. So sometimes it wants to stay on. You do not want to offend the fire gods. So let's not blow any matches. Let's not blow on any fire. So you lit your candle. You started your day. You're going to say thank you for all the beautiful messages I received in my dreams. You should be journaling. That's a great suggestion. You should be journaling. You should have a notebook. You go anywhere and get any notebook. It doesn't have to be a fancy one. It could be any notebook. And you're going to write whatever you see in your dreams or how you feel in the morning. So let's document this along your journey. Okay, because every day you're going to see something different. Eventually you're going to start dreaming. And you're like, what's that dream about? What did I see in the dream? Did I see something like this? And you kept seeing it like in every single room, but you don't have this in your house. And then you go to Marshall's or you go to one of those stores and you're like, oh, I saw that in my dream. That's your spiritual guide letting you know. I like that. You need to have that in your altar. And it resonates with you. It's like you get this tingling feeling and you're like, oh, I need that. And you just set it down next to your stuff. You'll have people tell you, oh, that's not the right way of doing it. There is no right way of activating your ancestors. It's different for everyone. This is a one-on-one for people who have tried everything. So we're going to take, instead of putting the whole altar up all at once, we're going to take this one step at a time. Once you dominate this step, then we'll add the other cups. Every week, you're supposed to add another cup. But I've noticed people will add all these cups, not know what each cup is for, and then they go down the rabbit hole. Like in Alice in Wonderland, this is us going down the rabbit hole. You go down the rabbit hole, and then you get all these emotions, you have all these things happening, and you get overwhelmed, and you get scared, and you're like, no, I don't want to do this. So let's just take baby steps. Let's concentrate on the main cup. This is going to be a tool that you're going to use forever. It may not be the one that you end up with for your altar, because there are other cups that you should use in the middle. It's up to you what resonates with you. Bigger isn't always better. So I'm just going to put that out there. Because when I first started, I was like, oh, you're going to get me the biggest cups. And bigger isn't always better because it's like more to clean. There's just like so much more to do. So let's keep it simple. We're going to keep it as simple as possible, okay? I know some people are not Catholic, but you are spiritual. You may not want to use this. You may not have a spiritual guide in your circle that requires you to do this. To be like, okay, you got to know how to do your rosary. You got to know how to do the prayers to activate your rosary and activate the light. That's okay. If that does not resonate with you, you don't have to put it up there. It's one of the things that you should have on your altar according to the standard way of doing it. But if you resonate with this is like, these are moonstones. They're prayer beads. You can take this with you. You can leave it on your altar, however you feel. You might be into chakras, so you'll do something like this. And anything you have on here, on your altar, is going to activate itself with positive energy. This will pick up all your negative energy, and this will give you positive energy. That's what the light gives, positive energy. So what are we doing today? Today we're going to find a notebook and start writing. Okay, we're going to start writing our experience. The first thing you get up in the morning, you're like, what did I dream about? What do I remember? What names did I hear? Did anybody introduce themselves to me? Because you got to pay attention to that in your dream. When people introduce themselves to you, because that's the name. That's the name you're going to need. You're going to need that name when you start adding other cuts. Because when you put the other cuts, you're going to be like, this represents this guide and this represents that guide. But we're here. Step one. We're going to stay on step one until we master this step. Okay? Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. I have to find the books so I can show you what books I used in the beginning, because prayers usually, you'll find them in books. They have like 175 different prayers, and you just open up the book, and whatever resonates to you, that's the one you read, and that's the one you contemplate. Usually I'll just like put the book down, think of what it is I'm working on, and then boom, open it. And 99% of the time, whatever I open it to has to do with what I need to resolve in my life. So you're talking to them, you give them thanks. The thank you prayer is the most important one. So learn how to say it. And there's no wrong way of saying it. Thank you for the air. Thank you for waking up. Thank you for the roof over my head. Thank you for being able to eat today. Thank you for being able to pay all my bills. Thank you for all the opportunities that opened up. Thank you for all the lessons I've learned. Because you even have to be thankful for what you learned. The good, bad, and indifferent, everything. Be grateful. In gratitude, you open up so much more. The more grateful you are, faster they start communicating with you. This is going to take time. Enjoy the process. Accept the process. This is going to be for the rest of your life. This isn't something that you start up and you're going to leave it on the back burner and be like, okay, I'll get to it when I get... No, this is something that has to be consistent. In the beginning, it should be every day. You should make a routine out of it, because they're there every day. So you might as well acknowledge them every day. You want them to give you messages every day, so you should at least say thank you every day. So what is your thankful prayer? I want to see in the comments, what are you thankful for? So I know you guys are watching. I'm thankful for you, for joining me on this spiritual journey. I'm looking forward to see you guys develop into becoming the best version of yourself on a daily basis. Love and light. Let's shine like superstars.